egoistic and small.
Yeah, I understand. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Because before we were talking about how Allah rewards us according to our intentions. In Islam, the action is according to the intention. The reward is according to the intention. It is not so much the actions that we're doing. It is also important, but the intention is more important. Intention is meaning. Why do you do something? Can you imagine now? So many people, they are praying without real intention. They are just praying because it's become a habit, a robotic action. The prayer is the greatest thing that you can do to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but if you don't have the proper intention, the intention is you are standing in front of your Lord. Your Lord is beyond time, beyond space. He's not in front of us. But when you come and you sing Allahu Akbar, it is as if you're putting yourself in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But so many times, we don't have that intention. The intention finishes. So we're talking about earlier how when we have intentions, have the biggest intention. Even if we cannot perform the action, we're going to be rewarded according to the intention. And you're asking the question now, how usually we are so busy with our small intentions, with our own small lives, with our own small problems, with our own small worries and concerns. Yes, it is true. It is true. Now we're coming. What is the beauty of coming and sitting down and listening to the sohbat? We come out from our own smallness. Things that concern us maybe whole week is, I have this problem at work. Consuming us, eating us up. Oh, I have a fight with my husband. I have a fight with my wife. My children is like this. Majority, small concerns. We're saying small. Yes, we're not afraid to say small. Because if you're not concerned about the bigger problems, then your small problems become very big. If you're concerned about bigger problems, your small problems become very small and they disappear. Yes, we all have problems, all of us. But not all problems, they are the same. It cannot be your problems because you have too much to eat and you're overweight. It's the same as that one. Problems that he doesn't have anything to eat and he's starving himself. Cannot be the same. Your problems that you have a fight now with your husband, with your wife, is not the same as that one who has a fight now with their governments, and their governments shutting them down, torturing them, killing them because of their faith. It's not the same. So now we have to see what is big and what is small according to how Allah and His Prophet is seeing it, not according to how we see it. If it's up to us, we become smaller, smaller, smaller until it's a tragedy now if we cannot wear the clothes we want to wear today. Oh, big tragedy. Tragedy now. If everything is perfect, we get everything, but somebody says, oh, what happened to you? You look so fat today. Oh, big tragedy. Then everything small is going to affect our heart. You cannot be. Cannot be. How do you protect yourselves then against all these small things? That is there are problems there. How to protect yourself against that and how to make your heart to be very soft to the real problems that is happening. You understand? Because now what happens is your heart is going to be very soft, very sensitive to you, what is happening to you. But what is happening to your neighbor, your heart is like a rock. You don't even care. Islam is teaching the opposite. We are trying now, everything that is happening to us, it's okay. Never mind. Try to be patient. We must try to be like a rock. Somebody's saying, you're a donkey. It's okay. But now, if we see injustice around us, oppression around us, our neighbors that is getting starving, their rights are not being fulfilled, our hearts must be very soft towards them. Not soft towards us and hard towards them, we must do the opposite now. Islam, it is not an individualistic religion. Islam is not a private religion. Tariqat and Sufism is not something that is individualistic and private or only family. Holy thing is the family. Other people, I don't care. No, Prophet ﷺ came to break up the families, didn't he? He came to break up his own family, because now when the family is not because of Allah and his Prophet, that family ties, now it becomes like a new idolatry, like an idol you're worshipping to. Family, most important. Worshipping your family, you don't care. You're worshipping your tribe, you don't care about other tribes, you don't care. Worshipping your own nation, worshipping your own race, worshipping your own nationality. Now you start seeing white is better than black. Black saying black is better than white. Huh? Pakistani saying we're number ones. Bengali saying we're number one. Turks saying, well, we are the number one. Chinese saying, what about us now? Huh? So everyone is now fighting according to how they think about themselves, not how Allah thinks about them. And Allah is saying what? Through the mouth of his Prophet, because everything that the Prophet is saying is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He never says anything that is coming from his ego. Prophet is saying, alayhi salatu wasalam, there is no difference now between Arab and Ajam. No difference now between the Arabs and those who are non-Arabs. Majority of us, all of us here are non-Arabs. Except for taqwa, the nearness, the love, the obedience of Allah. And the Sahabis, the companions of the Prophet, they know they cannot have love and the closeness to Allah without having love and closeness to the Prophet ﷺ. That is their link to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because they will not know Allah if the Prophet is not teaching them about Allah. We will not know how to worship Allah if the Prophet is not teaching us. We may know a little bit here and there, but we will not know the proper way of doing it. And the way to Allah is through Muhammad Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam. So how do we overcome that? Our own individuality. How do we overcome that? How do you overcome now? When the companions of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, they went through difficulties. All of them did. 23 years. I was reading recently, Shaykh Efendi used to say this. What happened to this Sahabi? His parents and him, they took bayat with the Prophet ﷺ, and they believed and they became a Muslim. And the Prophet's own uncle, Abu Jahl, took them and he roasted them alive. Okay? And the Prophet saw, and the Prophet was crying. And all the Prophet was saying was, have patience. Allah is going to give you Jannat. Have patience. They were burning, roasting, alive. And their son was seeing it. And now the son was going to be boiled alive. They prepare a big pot, they're boiling it, they push him in. And then he's just saying, when Abu Jahl said to the mother, are you going to give up what that one came to bring you, Islam? Are you going to give up from Islam? She says, no, I will not. The father says, no, I will not. And they died like that, being roasted alive. Now, we came to him, and then he's saying, he's not as strong as his parents. He's saying, I believe in whatever you believe in, saying to Abu Jahl. Now, don't try to judge that one too. How many of us here actually have seen that, have felt that? They were being tortured. Don't judge them. Because now Prophet ﷺ is saying, that one came to the Prophet and saying, this is what I did. I didn't mean it. I'm hiding it in my heart because they were going to torture me. He says, yes, it's okay what you did to save yourself, but to know that your faith is not as strong as your parents' faith, and you will not be in the same level of Jannah that they have. But even that one, that Sahabi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent an ayat to say, those of them that they're trying to save their lives from these extreme situations, Allah has forgiven them too. Of course, Allah is forgiving them. Holy Prophet is forgiving them. If not, Prophet wouldn't have him in front of him too. Because word came around that Sahabi betrayed. Word came around that Sahabi went back to worship the idols. You understand? Now, when we are connecting ourselves with these realities, not stories, when we know what these ones they went through for their faith, not only 1400 years ago, but also 500 years ago, also 50 years ago, what they gave up for their faith, and what they're giving up for their faith now. Now there are millions of people all around the world, Muslims. Black, white, yellow, brown, black, doesn't matter. They are also suffering because of their faith, only because of their faith. Now, when we know that and we are aware of that and we are looking at that, how are we going to put our own difficulties now side by side to them? But we have to be reminded. If we don't remember, we will forget, and whatever that is in front of us, we think that is the biggest tragedy ever. You understand? That's why Allah is saying, remember. Remember. This is also part of the zikr. Remember. The Quran is saying in every situation, to the Bani Israel, to the Qawms of the Ad and Samud and Lut alayhi salam, everyone is saying, remember this, remember this. We're supposed to remember. It's all history. If we don't remember, if we don't look at it properly in perspective, then like I said to you, your own toothache is going to be the biggest disaster. It is not. When you remember and you're putting them side by side, and you're coming into the circles of remembrance, circles of sohbat, people who make you to remember, pull you away from yourself, from the smallness of yourself, then you understand, I have this pain. Ya Rabbi, forgive me. What is this compared to what they are going through? Maybe this is something I deserve. You're giving this to me, I'm submitting, Ya Rabbi. If this is punishment for the wrong things that I've done, I accept, because this is nothing compared to the punishment that I deserve in the hellfire. I accept. Then that time Allah will turn that punishment, He will turn to make it into a good action, and He will reward you for it. Because you're not complaining. Because by right, anything that we don't like, we are complaining against to Allah. You understand? So now, when you are not an individual, when you put yourself in a group, when you put yourself in the ummat, and that time you lose your individuality also, in the egoistic side, but you don't lose yourself, you become bigger. You don't become smaller, you become bigger. Your spirit becomes bigger, your mission becomes bigger, your dreams become bigger, because it's according to the mission of the Prophet and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not our own. You understand? This is for believers. Because the believers, they're not trying to make themselves to be comfortable in this dunya. The believer understands this dunya. We are not sent here to be comfortable. We try to make it comfortable. More you're going older, more you understand, I don't belong here. We are travelers. Can the traveler ever be comfortable? In reality, the traveler, even if he goes to a palace, is not going to be comfortable, because it's not his home. The home can be a humble place. You travel, you see so many different things, you still want to go home. Even if you enjoy yourself outside, you still want to go home. Now, the zikr and the sohbat is to awaken now, our spirit, awaken to find what is our home. What is the feeling of a home? What is the feeling when we're making the zikr? That is a paradise now. There's a garden. That is a feeling of our original home. Our original family is not people that we are just related by blood. So many times people related to us by blood, they are our biggest enemies. Look at the Prophet ﷺ. Now you're going to see who are our real enemies and who are real families. And you're going to feel that even these ones, they don't belong to the same language or the same color. You feel closer to them because they understand you. They understand you. They understand your heart. And they feel your pain. Not too many people, they have that heart. So many times in your own families, you know, they cannot feel what you're feeling. They feel your pain. And they're only asking for the best. That time you feel real family. That time you want to be with them. So that time, inshallah Rahman, little things that's happening to you, you will find strength to make them little and to make them to disappear. You understand? One thing, don't look to what you are feeling. Help others. Once you start helping others, your problems, it will disappear. The pain you're feeling, it will lessen. Because you're not sitting down and just feeling your pain. You're getting up and you're helping others. And Allah is the one who puts that pain, and Allah can lift it up. Try this. You have a pain, problems you're going through, sit down and worry at home. 24 hours is not going to do nothing to you. Get up and say, let me try to help this one. Let me try to do something for this one. You understand? Now we have the Dergah here. What a big rahmat, what a big opportunities now. You say, I cannot do anything, I cannot solve my problems. Let me go and let me clean up a little bit here, because now this is a place of prayer. Angels are coming to visit. Angels are always cleaning up this area spiritually, and if they see you trying to do something, because the masjid of Allah, no. The reward that comes when you try to do something, clean something, doing something, the reward is so great now. Not just worshipping, but to do something. Now when you start to do something, slowly that pain is disappearing from you. You may find a solution to your problems. At the very least, you're going to escape from that for a while, and you're going to feel some strength, some happiness there. So this is your Dergah. This is not for me. This is for you. This is for the whole community. We don't need it. I don't need it. This is for you. This is what real traditional Islam was. Way in the beginning, before they sent the scholars, before they built the schools and the madrasas, this is what they were doing. They were sending families there, and they were building a small community that showed people how to live according to the principles of Islam. Not just the belief, but how to live according to the principles of Islam and to help each other. So now, how great it is now. Although we came here from different parts of the world, it looks as if we came here for dunya. But now Allah, with His mercy, is making us to change our hearts now, to say we're coming here really for akhirat. For haqq. Now we're coming together, we're changing. Now, what is the reward of someone who makes the hijrah for the sake of Allah? Oh, huge reward, because you're following what the prophets they were doing. And what if you die, you understand, in this way of hijrah? What if you die as a muhajir? Huge rewards for that. What if you do it only for the sake of Allah, like what we're trying to? Yes, you work, you go to school, you have families, but your focus now will be how to help each other. We have to start somewhere now. We have to start somewhere. Start with people who are with you. Now you are here. This is for you. It is common when we come, more people are going to come. That's okay. But Allah is looking to see. Our Shaykh is looking. When they are not there, who is the one who's going to be here? Definitely there are people who are going to be busy. But free yourself from the busyness a little bit here and there. Come. There's nothing to do here. You say, it's not the same. Shaykh is here, Shaykh is not here, it's not the same. No. If you have that connection, he's here physically or he's here not physically, you're going to feel that. Maybe you're going to come spend just a couple of hours. Maybe you're just going to come and you say, let me try to fix something. There is some dirtiness, let me some clean up. There is some untidy, let me fix this fence. Maybe, not maybe, definitely, the reward that happens to you when you are doing that is better than you staying up all night worshipping just for yourself. Because this is not just for you and your families, this is for this entire town, entire city, entire state. They are welcome to come. And the rahmat that comes here, it is enough for this entire country. You understand? So now you are part of it. You are part of that. You're part of this zikr. You're part of this transformation. You're part of this cleaning up spiritually, that on the day of judgment, Allah is going to ask millions of Muslims, you go to non-Muslim country. What did you do for the sake of Islam? What did you do to invite people to my way, to hear my name? You may say, Ya Rabbi, we cannot do much, but this is what we did. And we're doing that with sincerity. We're not doing this with millions of dollars. You understand? And we're not doing this just so that we have a social club that we can just benefit from each other. No. I cannot give you anything materially. But we may ask from Allah whatever that you need to make your heart to be easy in this world and in the next world to give. And our Shaykh is most generous with that. But you have to make that connection now to this place, to each other. So you say, okay, Shaykh, I can come, but I cannot come here every week. You cannot come here every week? Why you cannot come here once a week? So a weekend, you cannot come. Can you come every other weekend to try to say, I'm going to, not for me, I don't need this, it is for you, like I said. People have so many problems. You may find a solution coming to you very easy when you come to areas where there is a tajalli of Allah. Understand? Then you're going to say, I will come in every 2 weeks. I will come in every, once in every 40 days, I'm going to be here. I'm going to spend some time. I'm going to clean up myself. This is necessary. Then you're going to take the benefit. Otherwise, I'm coming here once every 3 months. I'm seeing so many of you, you're running on empty. You've been running, you know, you put the gas, we come in, we put gas inside, but the gas only lasts a certain mileage. And we come here, last time we were here was in May, now it's October, 5 months. Oh, you've been running empty for a long time. You can burn your engine now. So you need to come a little bit more often to fill up the gas, you understand? Don't say, Shaykh is not here, well, who is going to? Don't worry, our Shaykh is very generous. You come here, even especially when you force yourself, you don't want to come, you force yourself, that's the time when you get most rewards, because you're fighting. They fill you up, and then you can go. Then that time we say, oh, very good. All the cars are working, you put oil there, you change it, everything is good. Now we can begin our journey. We can make more progress. But if you're coming empty, now I have to say, okay, now I have to fix this one I have to change the oil. 3 months you didn't change the oil. This one I have to fix the engine. So we're not really going forward too much, you understand? Only if you are coming here and you're doing all that, easy. Coming and easy, just doing that, then I'm coming and I say, oh, mashallah, alhamdulillah. Handful of people, they're coming, they're fixing everything, they're putting gas, everything, they're fixing, so we can move. Still, the Jamaat is moving forward. But imagine if more people are doing that. Men and women and children, they need that. Doesn't matter, don't worry. You're saying, oh, they're going to get bored. Don't you know, scientifically, boredom is very, very important for children. It is very important for them to be bored. Once it's pull them away from their technology, from the computer, from the games, from the laptop, pull them away from all of that. Make them to run around a little bit. Feed the chickens. Good. Run around to look at the ants. Run around to do things. Let them to be bored. Let them to sit. They say, what are they going to do? They're going to learn so much. They will understand more than you because their hearts are open now. They may sit down, they may not understand a word I'm saying, but they're sitting down, they're doing like that. So many things coming to them. Don't worry. They start changing too. Their behavior will start changing. Because they're not going to get this kind of thing outside. Never in your schools, definitely not in the masjids. You understand? Because we're not running for money or for box or this or that. I'm not sitting here because I'm running for you to give me a vote. I don't care if you vote or you don't vote. This is my job. You like it, you stay. You don't like it, you go. Tampa is very big. You don't like this side of Tampa, you can go to the other side of Tampa where the hurricane is. There's a lot of activity over there. You can but you see, those ones, the kids too, even if they don't understand, something changes in their spirit. Because this is not an empty association. Our Shaykh's association is never empty. The angels, they are here. The saints, they may come and go. Prophets may come and go. They come in and they look whose hearts are sincere, who is there. They make one prayer, everything may open up for you. You understand? So it is according to your sincerity now. But this is important, not only for us, for our families, for our future generations, inshallah, if Allah gives us life, if Allah gives us time. But this is our intention. Inshallah, may Allah forgive me and bless you. This much is enough. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. Al-Fatiha. May Allah bless our Shaykh, inshallah. May his feet always be in our necks. May we disappear into his oceans, inshallah. May Allah forgive me and bless you. Al-Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum.